Maryland Sports Radio Network, a division of Playfly Sports. Talking Terps with Coach Locks is brought to you by these network broadcast partners. Window Nation, the official replacement window company of the Maryland Terrapins. CQ, the official banking partner of the Maryland Terrapins. The University of Maryland Medical System. For better treatments, better outcomes. That's a better state of care. Learn more at umms.org/better. Toyota. It's time to go Toyota. With legendary safety and reliability. Toyota, let's go places. Here's your host, Johnny Holiday, with Coach Mike Locksley.
And once again, a very pleasant good evening, and welcome to Talking Terps. Coach, good to see you.
What's up, Johnny? How are you, man?
Talking Terps with Maryland's head football coach, Michael Locksley. We're at Grill Marks at Baltimore Avenue in College Park, where we always sit down from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Every Thursday night, we talk about Maryland football for an hour. And we got a couple of guest stars for you tonight. Roman Hemby, number 2 of the team, with 447 all-purpose yards and 4 touchdowns. He'll be with us. Quayshawn Fuller, the chef, will be visiting with us a little bit later on from the defensive side of the football. And Tarheeb Still, the former Terrapin, now with the Los Angeles Chargers, and playing for Coach Jim Harbaugh out there in Los Angeles. A lot to talk about, Coach, as USC will come to town. They'll be kicking it off at 4 o'clock this coming Saturday at CQ Stadium. It's the furthest distance they have traveled all season long. One of the 4 new members of the Big Ten. We'll see what they got.
Yeah, it's always great to have an opponent like SC, one of the original blue blood programs, in college football, and for them to be able to visit us here in the Shell, in Terpsville. I know we're excited to bring those guys in here. Our team is they're excited about the opportunity, man. We've had 2 tough weeks, and we've had a chance to probably had to make some tough decisions and make decisions that will help us move forward and just continue to kind of show the grit to see them through. And the team continues to practice well, but the opportunity against a team like SC, we both are here at 500. It'd be a great gift for us.
Both teams, as you mentioned, 500. Southern California, first time you've ever played USC in football. Never before.
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
First time for Maryland, and obviously in the football realm.
We played them in basketball.
Played in basketball. I've had an opportunity with Coach Zook. We played him in the Rose Bowl when I was at Illinois. But a traditional blue blood. I mean, they've competed for national championships over the last few years. They've been into the playoffs. Lincoln Riley came over from Oklahoma. I know Lincoln very well. Tough game where we could go against Penn State going into overtime. Started fast and then faded there at the end. And so there's definitely some things there on film that we've seen. But for us going into this one, John, it's going to be about the Terps, man. We focused a lot on what can we do individually to collectively get better. And to me, that's for us the winning formula. Winning that middleweight, we can't lose the turnover battle, and then we got to continue to find ways to make big plays.
Yeah, you were plus 11 on turnovers going into the game against Northwestern. Now it's like plus 7, which is still pretty good. Leads the Big Ten in that particular category, but you lost 4 of them against the Northwestern.
Yeah, and it's a one-score game in the fourth quarter, and then you start turning the ball over like that. As I've said before, our defense has played, I think, well enough for us to have won a couple of those games. Offensively and special teams complementing the defense. When you think about us against Indiana, we had either 9 3-and-outs, or we had big plays, 75-yard touchdown run, 60-yard touchdown pass. And those are the things that, from a defensive standpoint, they wear you down. And so what we needed to do, and some of the decisions we made, were how do we complement our defense by sustaining some drives. In the last game, we had some 16-play drives, some 17-play drives. Did not finish in the red area, and that's been a problem the last 3 weeks. And for us to win, you've got to come away with touchdowns in the red area, which we worked really hard and put together a plan to try to get that done this weekend against USC.
You talked about the tough decisions you have to make and some changes you had to make. One of those would be you calling the plays again on the sideline, something you did so successfully in Alabama, and something you love to do. You're in that quarterback room now, right with those guys now. You're down there on the sidelines calling the plays.
Yeah, and to be honest, I've always been as involved with the offense. It's my expertise. I've seen how Coach Friedgen did things where he shaped the offense, and the difference is it's probably been a lot more collaborative there the last week. Last week with me taking over as the primary play caller, Josh went upstairs, did a tremendous job with things, eyes and ears, but it's been more collaborative. You see the running game becoming a little more collaborative there where we're using the personnel we have.
Yeah.
You saw two running back sets, you saw the tight ends on the field, and the
So
diversity.
different things.
It's the diversity that allows us, and for me, the comfort level when we work collaboratively to have, Josh is one of the best, if not the best play callers I've been around, and then to be able to do the system and shape it the way I need to shape it so it complements our defense.
Mistakes can always be corrected, but it's up to the players to do that. It's not up to you. Can't do it. They got to get out there. They got to cut down on the penalties. They got to cut down on the turnovers. It's up to them to get out there and show what Maryland football is all about.
Yeah, the last game, the penalties didn't show up. We won the penalty battle.
Yeah,
I think we had three
Yeah.
total, which was down from the close to double digits typically. And then we get that fixed, and then we spring a leak over here in the turnover battle. So now we got to put our thumb over here and protect the football. And like I said, these are the growing pains. I talked to our team this week. I had to put my best stabilizer hat on where, everything around you seems like it's an earthquake, and you put those stabilizers, which leaders do, you stabilize during chaotic times.
Yep.
You do that by showing them, you know what? I don't know if you guys remember, and it's a man, Tarheeb is a guest for us today, but, Tarheeb had a rough day at Ohio State a few years ago.
I remember that.
And people talk about the ball being thrown over his head and the plays. And what he did was he got better every year, and now he's starting in the NFL.
He'll be with us a little bit later on from Los Angeles, talking about his game against Denver this past weekend. Talking Terps with head coach Michael Locksley from Grill Marks is brought to you in part by Window Nation, the official window replacement company of the Maryland Terrapins. Coach and I'll be back right after this on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Marylanders have
Sunday.
Just gotta steam it, babe.
Time to suit up.
Like half zipped, kind of quarter zip guy.
Sacrifice your lung and your skin's ability to breathe.
Does that look cheater looking?
No, it's full jag.
Easy, Chief. Let your razzle-dazzle on the field, the barn, or your best friend's nuptials.
So the Buffalo Bills, guys.
No matter how hard you football,
Stuck zipper here.
it's easy to Sunday.
Morgans won big today with Window Nation. Let's check in and hear what they have to say.
How do you feel now that you've finally replaced your old drafty windows with these beautiful custom fit windows?
We're loving the look of our new windows.
We paid way less than we thought we would.
And no more cold winter drafts or crazy summer AC bills.
Sounds like a win to me.
That wraps it up for the Morgans. Next up, your family. Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit getwindownation.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs. for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
Window Nation is on the Morgan's home turf to huddle up about replacing their drafty old windows.
This free estimate is showing how easy it is to tackle the problem.
We can get any of these windows custom made.
Yes, you can get the quality and style you really want.
And at a more affordable price than they ever imagined.
Now that they've sealed the deal, they'll be saving money year-round.
We're really confident with Window Nation.
Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit getwindownation.com.
You're listening to Maryland Sports on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Edwards looking left. Here comes the pressure. Throws left. Down the left. To Prather. Got it. And the end zone for the touchdown.
And now back to Johnny Holiday and Coach Loxley.
When you talk about a good combination, you got Caden Prather, you got Ty Felton, two of the best receivers in the country in your football team.
Yeah, you know, both those guys have played at a really high level. Last week, they got probably more targets than I would like. We got kind of one-dimensional when you go down a few scores there where we just became a throwing team there late in the fourth quarter, which, you know, but neither were able to hit the big play. And to me, I've always talked about big plays and the importance of making them and winning the big play battle. Both those guys are a threat every single time you throw it to make a guy miss and take it the distance. And a luxury to have two of them.
You got Ty at 9 catches, 77 yards, and two of them, 17 catches, 158 yards.
Yeah, and the thing that jumped out to me was they both had a bunch of targets and probably, as I said, too many targets. I'd like to see us
spread it around a little bit more.
Yeah, spread out, not just a little more, running a little bit more. I'd like to see 25 get a few more carries. And Roman Henry, the guy that's going to be on the show later today, get a few more touches because, as I've said, the diversity of the playmakers in our system is kind of what makes it go. And it's important that those guys have opportunities to get touches, which usually end up in hitting the big plays.
Roman Henry, who have played, of course, up in there at John Carroll.
John Carroll's finest, man.
That's right, John Carroll. 19 career touchdowns. That is 10th all-time here in Maryland football. This week, over 2,100 yards in rushing, and he got 700-yard games for it, including one this year.
Yeah, man, and has become the face of our program, and that does all the little things really well. Big play player for us, who has shown up, week in and week out since he started. I think in the bowl against Virginia Tech, the Pinstripe Bowl, was his coming out party. He redshirted, was able to play in that game and really kind of solidified himself and showed the home run ability that brought him to Terpsville.
Billy Edwards continues to be a steady quarterback, even though he did not have one of his better games against Northwestern. Still, when you look at the Big Ten numbers and completions, he's number 1 of all the quarterbacks in the conference. He's thrown for more than 1,500 yards and 11 touchdowns this year, and he's run for 3 others.
Yeah, and for us, the complement of a running game for Billy is one of the best things we can do. If he's throwing it 50 times a game for us, that's not the type of balance we want. That means we are either behind or we don't have the run game going. And so what we've tried to do in some of the decisions we made were how do we help us run the ball better? And to me, when we do that and we give Billy the ability to read the box, if they have a lot of numbers in the box, he's capable of making the throws, whether it's RPO, dropbacks. We got to help Billy keep him upright. He's taken some shots in the last couple of games, and some of our protection issues are things that we've worked really hard to get fixed this week.
Southern Cal is 3-3. They are 1-3 in conference play. They lost to Toughen in overtime. The Penn State 33-30. They were up by 14 at halftime. Let that thing slip away at home in the LA Coliseum.
Yeah, and it just, this is a tough league, Johnny. And again, every week, and our players understand this, every single week, you're going to be in a slugfest. And most of the time when you play in this league, the games come down to a handful of plays. And for us, we have got to make those plays when they're there. The irony of last week's game is the punt, the first punt they had, Wisłowski was literally a fundamental away from blocking the punt. 0-0. And we show that to our guys and show just from a fundamental standpoint, instead of swinging at the ball, let's take it off the plate. Well, we have a returner who kind of stands at the 1 yard line as he was supposed to be at the goal line. These are all the type of correctable things that we've got to find a way to stop doing, and that it's time for our players to take ownership of doing and playing smart.
What's the thing that concerns you most about Southern Cal? They got a veteran quarterback. They got one of the best running backs in the country in Woody Martin.
Yeah, two things, because I always think offense, defense. On offense, they're going to bring pressure. We're going to have to protect our quarterback. We're going to have a good plan for managing pressure. They're a man team. They got the Baltimore Ravens style defense where they're going to load the box, show you 7, drop them out, show you 7, bring 7. And you know, for Billy Evers, we got to keep him upright. On defense, it's stopping the run game. Make them throw. If they're throwing it 55 times, that's a good thing for us. So we've got to be able to stop the run and eliminate those big plays, which for us, when the big plays have happened on defense, is usually a misalignment or a mistackle. And those are things we can control. So
SeatGeek is now the official ticket marketplace for the Terrapins. Whether you're buying or selling football tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. And every sack the Terrapins make this year is a sack to give back. Food Lion will feed and donate 1,000 meals to feed our neighbors in need right here in College Park. And we are in College Park tonight, incidentally, at the finest restaurant in College Park.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about this place, man. I stop in and they've got great service. The location is second to none. I mean, it's the only steak place within the vicinity without having to go to Baltimore or DC. So yeah. Jackie Baker Meese and her staff, and they do a tremendous job of service. And then they're Terp friendly here in Terpsville.
We will talk to Roman Hemby when we come back, the running back from John Carroll up in Harper County, in just a minute as we talk Terps with head coach Mike Locksley on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy, convenient, and won't break the bank. But my best quality is, I'm delicious. And unlike those other meal prep services, I'm made with locally sourced ingredients and prepared by real chefs. How else do you think I'm able to look this good? Just visit my website. I've got over 100 delicious options to choose from. Select your favorites and I get made just for you. Then my driver picks me up and brings me right to your door. But don't get me wrong, I'm not high maintenance. Just throw me in the microwave for 2 minutes and voila, I'm ready to be enjoyed. If you're looking for a fresh and delicious start, I'm your match.
We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. We help protect Maryland workers because connect with your local agent or visit us online.
The Morgans won big today with Window Nation. Let's check in and hear what they have to say.
How do you feel now that you've finally replaced your old drafty windows with these beautiful custom fit windows?
We're loving the look of our new windows.
We paid way less than we thought we would.
And no more cold winter drafts or crazy summer AC bills.
Sounds like a win to me.
That wraps it up for the Morgans. Next up, your family. Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit getwindownation.com.
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy, convenient, and won't break the bank. But my best quality is, I'm delicious. And unlike those other meal prep services, I'm made with locally sourced ingredients and prepared by real chefs. How else do you think I'm able to look this good? Just visit my website. I've got over 100 delicious options to choose from. Select your favorites and I get made just for you. Then my driver picks me up and brings me right to your door. But don't get me wrong, I'm not high maintenance. Just throw me in the microwave for 2 minutes and voila, I'm ready to be enjoyed. If you're looking for a fresh and delicious start, I'm your match.
It's a blackout, all the students in black. Reckless for the Terps. What kind of speed do you get? Yes, man! Touchdowns, Colby, McDonald, Harrison. Oh my goodness, look at it go! It's a touchdown for Maryland!
.edu. listening to the Maryland Sports Radio Network. Edwards sets up, fires in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! And now back to Johnny Holiday and Coach Loxley.
One of our special guests tonight, the redshirt junior from Edgewood, Maryland, played for Ken Brinkman and Ken Rawlings up there at John Carroll.
Keith Rawlings.
Yeah. 75-yard touchdown run against Indiana. That was a thing of beauty to watch.
Oh yeah, it was definitely fun. Being out there and being able to make a play when we needed to make one, it was a great feeling.
So, Johnny, they always hear from me, especially coming off of losses and having to come do this radio show. It sucks for me. But let's ask Roman, what's it like being a player coming off of the last couple of weeks? Where's the psyche of the team? Because I know our fans, they start thinking, hey, we've got a couple of losses in our belt. Like, you give the psyche, because I always give butterflies and rainbows and maybe.
Well, yeah, it definitely sucks when we feel like we put ourselves in position to win those games when they're close like that. You always say the best team doesn't always win, and we always feel like we're the best team in those situations. But adversity kind of reveals the character that you have, and I always say that. And I feel like we've come together a lot in these last few weeks. We have the utmost trust in each other, and we're ready to get back on the right side of things.
I would imagine, Roman, knowing your background, where you came from in high school, you're not used to losing games. It stings, it hurts, it's not good.
Yeah, definitely. And if you look across the board of what our roster has, it's a lot of people that feel the same exact way. We're really trying to find solutions instead of pointing the finger and things like that. And that's what's really good about our culture that we have.
And you find the solutions by working in practice.
Yep, we go out to practice every day. I feel like that's the easiest part of the day for just about the whole team. All the baggage and things that I carry with me, I can leave it aside and go out there and focus on the main goal at hand, and I have everybody else in the field doing the same exact thing.
And this is a close-knit bunch of guys you're playing with this year. You got a lot of veterans, a lot of newcomers coming in for the transfer portal.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And a lot of football to be played.
A lot of football to be played, and it's the ultimate team sport. Every day is a different day, and every day is a new opportunity. And I think that that's the best thing that we have to look forward to.
All right, Ron, let's take it off the football thing, because one of the things I noticed about you as we prepare for games is you always try to watch me for your fashion and stuff. Like, I noticed you kind of bite off style. Talk a little bit about your fashion style.
Oh yeah, I have a really good fashion style in my opinion. You can laugh at that.
No, I am not laughing. I admire.
I'm smiling.
He's very creative. Huh?
Yeah, very creative. I just like to have fun with things, little things like that. The small things that I can express myself with, as far as fashion and things like that. And I look at you a little bit. He got the swag, the soft swag. Like, he just knows what he's
Have
wearing.
you checked this outfit tonight he's got on?
I don't even have to check.
He's working with his shorts in 35-degree weather outside.
I'm working overtime. I'm working the late shift, so I brought my call sheet from practice. I have my notes that I have to write.
I'm going to steal that call sheet from you.
No, don't do that. After last week, you might want to have stolen this call sheet.
No, I didn't say that.
Come on.
You're the fashion guy. Who's the best dresser in the team?
I won't say myself for that.
Okay, so you're two
I
for
was
two.
second. I was second that vote.
Who's the smoothest and the coolest guy on the team?
We got a lot of guys that's cool, a lot of guys that want to be cool. So it's really hard. I say any of the receivers, you can pick them out. They're pretty cool people, relaxed people when they need to be.
How much talking do you do during the football game?
Very little.
Very little. Yeah, I'm so locked in. But this year I've tried to do a little bit more as far as the position room as a whole. I got guys like Colby, who's the same age as me, but any little nuggets that I can give back to any of them is something that I'll do, and I take a lot of pride in that, just because I feel like anytime I can leave somewhere better than where I found it or where I got to it is something that I can really hang my hat on. So that's something I've been looking forward to doing, and that what I take pride in doing.
You see what I'm talking about, man? Yeah. Like, I get it, man. The 2-game losing streak, I should put my foot in their butts. But when you got a kid, like, he understands it and gets it. And these kids have really tried to do the things we've asked them to do. He was part of building the foundation that has created these expectations. And I see him, as he talked about, being solution-oriented. So love having this guy be the face of our program.
What one word in your estimation, Roman, describes Coach Loxley?
I can't say great leader. That's 2 words.
It's 2 words. You can go 2. You can go 3 if you want.
I would say like father figure, like a great role like that. Just somebody that I feel like
win a game, Locks. Come on, win a game, Locks. Come on, Dad. Look at Gerald like that way.
Yeah. Now, this game against Southern California, never in football has Maryland played Southern California. 4 o'clock game, a team from the Pac-10, whatever it was, 12. And now they're one of 4 new teams coming all across the country. A chance to make a marquee statement with a win Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. I know we had a great game plan. I'm just ready to go. I wish we could play the game now, but obviously we can't. So,
well, they're not here yet.
We'll build it up.
Wait.
And get it ready to get it popping. So.
Who's your biggest role model?
I say my father, honestly. My father, he's one of those guys that he does a lot of things that go unsaid as far as hard work. I see him wake up 2:30 in the morning to go, do his job and never complain. He took me and my 2 brothers to practice every day. And he shined light on us when it came time. A few words. He doesn't complain much, and he just puts his hard hat on and he goes to work. And, something that I can model myself after, when I'm facing adversity and things like that, to look at him.
It's a great role model. Great role model. What can you tell Maryland fans about this game Saturday?
We're looking to put on the show. We want to get back on the right side of things. We've been frustrated just like how they have been. And we have a great game plan. We feel like we have great schemes, great everything to get it back on the right side of things, and we hope to get it done.
One of my favorite guys, Coach, right here, Roman Henry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. Go get him on Saturday.
Thank you.
Okay. The University of Maryland Medical System is the official medical team of the Terrapins. You and your family can expect the same level of exceptional care that the athletes like Roman Henry and Quashar Fuller receive. You can learn more at umms.org/better. University of Maryland Medical System, Maryland's healthcare champion. When we come back, the chef will join us in just a minute. Quashar Fuller will talk about the chef and that pie he made last week.
Homeboy RD.
Chef. That's right. As we continue talking Terps from the Grill Marks in College Park on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Blackout, all the students in black. Breakfast with the Terps. What kind of speed do you get there? Touchdowns. Colby, McDonald, Harrison. Oh my goodness, look at it go! It's a touchdown for Maryland.
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy, convenient, and won't break the bank. But my best quality is I'm delicious. And unlike those other meal prep services, I'm made with locally sourced ingredients and prepared by real chefs. How else do you think I'm able to look this good? Just visit my website. I've got over 100 delicious options to choose from. Select your favorites and I get made just for you. Then my driver picks me up and brings me right to your door. But don't get me wrong, I'm not high maintenance. Just throw me in the microwave for 2 minutes and voila, I'm ready to be enjoyed. If you're looking for a fresh and delicious start, I'm your match.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The Morgans won big today with Window Nation. Let's check in and hear what they have to say.
How do you feel now that you've finally replaced your old drafty windows with these beautiful custom fit windows?
We're loving the look of our new windows.
We paid way less than we thought we would.
And no more cold winter drafts or crazy summer AC bills.
Sounds like a win to me.
That wraps it up for the Morgans. Next up, your family. Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit Get.
Sunday. Just gotta steam it, babe. Time to suit up.
Half zips, kind of quarter zip guy.
Sacrifice your lung and your skin's ability to breathe.
Does that look cheetah looking?
No, it's full jag.
Easy, Chief. Let your razzle-dazzle on the field, the bar, or your best friend's nuptials.
So the Buffalo Bills, guys.
No matter how hard you football, it's easy to Sunday.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
Window Nation is on the Morgan's home turf to huddle up about replacing their drafty old windows.
This free estimate is showing how easy it is to tackle the problem.
We can get any of these windows custom made.
Yes, you can get the quality and style you really want.
And at a more affordable price than they ever imagined.
Now that they've sealed the deal, they'll be saving money year-round.
We're really confident with Window Nation.
Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit GetWindowNation.com.
10 seconds or less.
You're listening to Maryland Sports on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Shall we go? And welcome back to Grill Marks in College Park. Johnny Holloway with Maryland's head football coach Michael Loxley. And one of our special guests tonight comes from the defensive side of the football. We're talking about Quayshawn Fuller, who transferred to Maryland from Florida State a couple of years ago. Defensive end, goes 6'3", 264, fifth-year senior from Fort Myers. And a lot of times, Coach, I got to tell you, people think that I'm Quayshawn Fuller because of my size, but I have to correct it. So no, that's the other guy. Thank you. He made a chocolate meringue pie for me.
Now, I promise you, it probably came from his mom. Like he's a grill guy. Like let's put
it was grilled. No, it was grilled. It was grilled.
He lost his first battle when we did the little cook-off with the burgers.
Oh, no idea that.
So I am the grill master, and I like watching shows about grilling, and you know I've been known to have a cigar and grill. And Quayshawn, when we recruited him, he's a big grill guy, and he's an old soul. But I will say him and Marcus Dumerville both this summer had a cook-off at one of our team events, and I sided with Chef Homeboy RD right next to him.
Okay.
His barbecue sauce and his flavor kind of met my palate. As you know, I like good food.
I know you like. You used to like.
I still do, man. I still do. Just in moderation.
Well, I got to tell you, from first experience, that pie was pretty good. I mean, more than pretty good.
Yeah,
chocolate meringue.
Chocolate meringue.
Yeah, it was fun making it too. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
where'd you get the recipe from? Give me the history of chocolate meringue. Is it a mom deal? Is it a family deal?
So now, the chocolate meringue pie, I realized we were talking about it a lot in our last interview.
Well, I was talking about lemon meringue.
Lemon meringue.
Yeah.
But he likes chocolate. We'll do lemon meringue.
Hey, but this was better than lemon meringue.
Oh, really? Okay.
This is big time. Yeah.
Nah. So I instantly went to my mom and was like, Mom, like, how do we do this? Chocolate meringue pie.
Chocolate meringue.
And then me and her just kind of like, we huddled up together and we're talking about it and stuff.
I knew his mom had something to do.
Oh, no, for sure. My mom, she got the credit for everything.
She drops off food on Sundays, but sometimes it's comfort food like the last couple of weeks have been. I mean, and she brings dishes, like not like a plate. Like his mom, Mama Fuller, like brings a tray.
Yeah.
And I take home sometimes, but unbelievable cook, unbelievable kid. Got his degree from Maryland, a Maryland graduate.
Sociology.
Yeah, sociology.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great.
Working on his second double major. That you better get going, bro.
Give me your thoughts about Saturday.
I actually can't wait. Obviously going into the show with it being homecoming and stuff like that, and playing against such a prestigious opponent, being able to take those guys down is just going to be so much more exciting for me. Really.
Tell me about your play this year. Happy with your play so far? You get better in certain areas?
Yeah, well, my play, I feel like I'm very hard on myself. You know,
That's okay.
Yeah, every game that we played, you know, so far this year, I feel like I could always do better and stuff like that. And, you know, when I look at the film, I always figure out, you know, in whatever way I can, you know, help the team win and succeed and things like that. I make sure that, you know, I make that my business.
You know, the only thing that these guys understand is that when we do face adversity, we don't look outside. Like, we each know that when things are going on outside, you look within. And a guy like Quayshawn, who's a veteran player for us now, this is year 3. He's shown the responsibility of being a student athlete, but really we're leaning on these guys as we, you know, go from sapling to big oak, right?
Yeah, that's right.
When you look at your defensive numbers this year, you're giving up 24 points a game. You guys are really strong against the rush, too. 105 yards a game.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good number.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Shout out to Coach B. Will.
Why do you think you guys are able to play the run as well as you're able to do?
I honestly think that we're able to play the run, you know, as good as we do because we always make it, you know, a first thing emphasis in everything that we do in practice. Because, you know, our coaches always say, you know, if we want to be able to get to the sacks, you got to stop the run for them to be able to have to open up their playbook more, to throw the ball more and stuff like that, and everybody be able to get what they want, you know, and the success, the team success.
So Roman was just here, and Roman basically said he was probably the best dressed Terp. And I noticed that at their times, now you're a little inconsistent with how you decide to show up, but give me your take on you, Roman or you, who you going with when it comes to?
To be honest, Rome, he got it some weeks, but the weeks that I'll be ready to come with my suits, I'll be definitely giving him a run for his money for sure. He might have one this week too.
You're not going to wear that lightning blue suit, are you?
Nah, I actually got
hurricane blue.
got an all Maryland red.
Too early, right?
There you go.
All Maryland red suit ready.
Well, it's great to watch you play. It's always good to have you in the show. And you can make a pie a week for me if you like for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I could, but Dustin told me that you had to shout away that pie for him now. He said he wanted the piece. You ran off.
No way.
I'm just say this.
You got nothing.
I'm going to just say this. You guys made up a chocolate meringue pie. I've never heard of that. I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
What's going on? Y'all just made that up?
No. You never heard of that before?
I've never heard of a chocolate meringue pie.
They should have that here at Grill Marks. Okay.
I know some.
Yeah.
That was something that was definitely fun to make too.
There you go. Hey, all the best on Saturday against Southern Cal. Go ahead and knock those guys off.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Back with Tarheeb Steele from Los Angeles, now with the Chargers in the NFL in just a minute on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Window Nation is on the Morgan's home turf to huddle up about replacing their drafty old windows.
This free estimate is showing how easy it is to tackle the problem.
We can get any of these windows custom made.
Yes, you can get the quality and style you really want.
And at a more affordable price than they ever imagined.
Now that they've sealed the deal, they'll be saving money year-round.
We're really confident with Window Nation.
Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit GetWindowNation.com.
Ah, Sunday.
Just gotta steam it, babe.
Time to suit up.
Like half zipped, kind of quarter zip guy.
Sacrifice your lung and your skin's ability to breathe.
Does that look cheater looking? No, it's full jag.
Easy, Chief. Let your razzle-dazzle on the field, the barn, or your best friend's nuptials.
So the Buffalo Bills, guys.
No matter how hard you football, it's easy to Sunday.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs. for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
Local banking also means companies put more investment for the community. Because remember, it's easier than you think. With lower rates and fewer fees, CQ truly offers banking for all.
Still got a rally.
To find out more,
Started out way too early.
CQMD.org. You're listening to the Maryland Sports Radio Network. You're listening to Talking Terps.
Going for the touchdown in the end zone, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Husky in the end zone for Maryland.
Now back to Johnny Holliday and Coach Mike Loxley.
It is time to go Toyota with legendary safety and reliability. Toyota, let's go places. It's showtime. Grab some Testudo Premium Lager, the official craft beer of the Maryland Terrapins by Union Craft Brewing Company. Our alumni guest tonight, going to go out to Los Angeles, brought to you by CQ, the official banking partner of the Maryland Terrapins. And Coach, we got the pride and the joy of Sicklerville, New Jersey with us, Tarheeb Steele.
Man, it's great to have Heeb, as he's affectionately known in Terpsville, back on. If we're playing a LA team, you got to have an LA guest. And
good choice.
And you know what? He is Johnny on the spot. No pun intended. Heeb, how's it going out there in LA, Heeb?
Going good. Good to talk to you guys. How's it been in Terpsville?
Oh man, Terpsville it's been a little rough the last couple of weeks, Heeb. We kind of miss you sometimes. Kind of miss you a little bit. You got any advice for these young corners, Heeb? Let's get right into it. I can remember when you got off the bus, the yellow school bus, and we opened up. Your first game was against Northwestern at night, right?
Yes, sir.
You had a long night that night, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a real welcome to college football moment.
Okay, well, give Kerm and Braden and all those and Perry, give some of them guys some advice. Give them what advice does the Heeb from 2020 COVID Heeb versus Northwestern to now starting corner for the LA Chargers, Tarheeb. What advice you got?
Really, I would just say back then I was just showing up on Saturdays, trying to play the game and make plays. But once I really realized later in my career in college and also against the NFL, it's about preparing for the game the right way. So something that is really big and important around here, we really just stress the importance of practice. Like that was always stressed in college, but you really see it at this level how much it matters. And also just being prepared for the game, and that's going to build confidence playing defensive back. So that's the biggest thing I would say to the young guys.
Love it. Love the advice here.
Yeah. Hey, Tori, you guys knock off Denver last week, 23-16. You and Cam Hart are the corners, and both guys in their first year in the NFL. How about that?
I can do one better. I'm sitting in a Sprinter van with Cam Hart right now. It's actually crazy, but yeah, I would say that was a good moment.
You guys talk about that?
It's definitely something that we talked about like a lot before. Just when we get the chance, we just be able to go out there and prove it, to show that we belong on the stage. But then also just having fun, playing football, and just enjoying it all.
So one of the things we've talked about, and obviously we always call ourselves a developmental program. Talk about your development here at Maryland and how you were able to translate it over to be able to play this early, because you look and see yourself, Deontay, Ja'Cory, and a bunch of guys that are starting and playing early in their careers. Talk a little bit about how that transition was for you.
Really, I would just say, early on, like coming into college, playing DB, I thought I knew a lot, but then I ended up learning a lot of football in college, a lot of what's going on, a lot of stuff that helped me to do things I do today. But then also the transition from college to now is really a lot about preparation And also, you got to be confident in what you're doing out there. That's the biggest thing that I've learned. But I would say overall, the things I learned at Maryland and the things that you used to preach all the time are things that I took with me and the things that I apply to everyday life now. So I feel like you really just got to gather the information as you go and really take bits and pieces from everything and then put it all together, and then that's when you'll see your best product.
And Tarheeb, I think one of the games you guys always had circled when you were playing here in Maryland was that Michigan game. Now you're playing for the former head coach at Michigan, Jim Harbaugh. A lot different than playing for Coach Locksley, huh?
Yeah, I would just say Coach Harbaugh, he's different. He's a pretty funny guy. But, we always joke around about, playing against each other, different stuff like that. So it's no hard feelings. But everybody knows who I'm rooting for and what team I'm rocking with. So
how's Coach
Navarro? Maryland locker room. Navarro, he's doing great. That's my guy. Awesome. He really helped me out a lot. Especially when I first got in, really just showing me the ropes, everything. He played in the league himself, but really just taking the time to show me the different stuff that I need to do to improve my game, to move like a pro, so to say, and really to just prepare myself for the role when that happens.
On draft night, you got drafted in the 5th round, the 137th pick overall. As you're watching these guys get drafted one by one, you had prepared yourself for the NFL. You got ready here in Maryland. You're taking the next big step. What was it like when you finally had that call and you heard your name?
It was a crazy moment because I felt like it was a very long time that I was waiting. It felt like forever. But I was just like, wherever I go, I know I'm going to just put my best foot forward and the team going to be a good player. And then the phone rang and I seen the Los Angeles area code. I really couldn't believe it. But I picked up the phone. It was a great moment. I got to share it with my family. So it was amazing.
All right, real quick before we let you go, icy whites or powder blues? Which ones you rocking?
I say the powder blue. I love the powder blue you wore. Oh, yeah.
Icy white.
I knew it. He doesn't know about those Lance Allsworth jerseys. He's too young.
Oh, man.
Powder blues.
Well, Tarheeb, listen, thanks for your time. We really appreciate it. All the people in Maryland so proud of what you've done, and you continue to do it. It's only get better game by game by game. And don't forget the folks back here in College Park. When you go back to Sicklerville, what's it like when the little kids see you back there? Have you gone back since you got drafted?
I actually went back on our bye week for a high school game. A lot of kids ran up to me, took pictures, stuff like that. But I would just say it's a good feeling knowing that there's kids out there that's looking up to me and I'm doing the right thing, and really motivating them to chase their dreams. So I just want to continue to be a great role model for the younger generation.
Well, appreciate your time very much. All the best the rest of the year.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. And one more thing. I wasn't able to really talk like this on the media when I was at Maryland, but I made a bold prediction for a game that's coming up this weekend. So, no, I'm not going to do it. All love was like.
It hurt my feelings. Go ahead, dog.
I ain't going to do it. It's good. But hey, I got the Terps winning. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all I want to hear. Tarheeb, thank you, buddy. All the best. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you.
All right. Final words from Coach Locksley when we come back on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
At the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
Connect with your local agent or visit us online.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy, convenient, and won't break the bank. But my best quality is, I'm delicious. And unlike those other meal prep services, I'm made with locally sourced ingredients and prepared by real chefs. How else do you think I'm able to look this good? Just visit my website. I've got over 100 delicious options to choose from. Select your favorites and I get made just for you. Then my driver picks me up and brings me right to your door. But don't get me wrong, I'm not high maintenance. Just throw me in the microwave for 2 minutes and voila, I'm ready to be enjoyed. If you're looking for a fresh and delicious start, I'm your match.
It's a blackout, all the students in black. Red whistle to Terps. What kind of speed do you get? Yes, man! Touchdowns, Colby, McDonald, Harrison. Oh my goodness, look at it go! It's a touchdown for Maryland!
You gotta help me.
And last segment coming up.
You're listening to Maryland Sports on the Maryland Sports Radio Network. This is Talking Terps with Coach Locks.
Calabria back. Here comes pressure up the middle. Calabria avoiding the pressure. Trips up at the 5. And the end zone for the touchdown.
Now back to Johnny Holiday and Coach Locksley.
John Abbott and the Big Ten's blood donation competition. Terp Nation donate a Tiger Tower October 28th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Support UMD Maryland at big10.org/Abbott. Win a $1 billion for student health. Well, Coach, a heck of a big game on Saturday, trying to snap this little 2-game slide. Both teams at 3-3 are looking for that first conference win, and 1-3 for USC that comes to town.
Yeah, Johnny, and again, it's homecoming this Saturday. It means a lot to us. We have our former players and alums coming on. We're here live at Grill Marks, and I see guys like Harvey Sanders and Craig Thompson, both are here supporting. We're excited about the opportunity to host a really good USC team, and it'll be our first all-time meeting. We're looking forward to it.
And as you've said over and over again, I think every game, it's not what they do, it's what you do.
Yeah, definitely what we do. Can't forget another happy belated Johnny. Great birthday week, and maybe get you the USC win for your birthday.
That would be very nice. I'd appreciate that very much. Always great to be with you. Thanks to Roland Hemby, thanks to Quayshawn Fuller, and thanks to Tarheem Steele for being our guest tonight. Tom Marquito has been our technical director up there, Turtle Network Control in Baltimore. It's Alex and Luke. Thank you, guys. We invite you to join me along with Steve Suter and Lamont Jordan as we kick off the game against USC at 3:30. Kickoff is at 4 o'clock this coming Saturday on the Maryland Sports Network. For Coach Locksley, good night from Grill Marks in College Park.